I don't believe it. You're still here then? You actually sat through all that crap off the Geordie boy. I can't understand you sometimes, you know. Anyway, I've got to say this now. Like I said before, I have had some funny jobs in the past, you know. I remember this one time I tried to be a panel beater. And you know what a panel beater is? He like knocks dents out of cars, like, you know, buses, stuff like that. I didn't mind, like, you know. It was just one of Dad's other schemes to get me to have a job, like. But I had to go anyway, you know. So here I am, right, first day on the job. He said, can you move the cars about, like? I said, yeah. So he says to me, he says, right, there's a load of nuts and bolts, right? Big load of them on the floor, like. And this door, the inside, wasn't there, like. He says, I want you to go in the bed, go and get it, right? And fit it up, like, you know. About 1,800 nuts and bolts of different sizes and screws there was. But anyway, I got on with it, like, you know. And I went into the toilet after him, the boss, like. And I noticed that he pissed all over the toilet seat, like, you know. But I didn't say anything because he was the boss, like, you know. So I just lifted up the seat, had mine, and come back out, like, you know. So we're all busy working, like, you know. And then he says it's dinner time, like. So I'm sitting with the boys, getting to know them, like, you know, having fun, like. And he only comes over and he says to me, he says, oi, Sonny Jim. I says, I'm not called Jim. My name is Mr. Swifty, because I'm Swifty, you know. So I don't care what you call, who's pissed on this bloody seat, and I've got a funny feeling, son, it's you, mate. I says, I wasn't going to say nothing, but as soon as you get in there, when I went into the toilet, after you, there was piss all over it, mate, you know. Of course, he took the Fiji one, didn't he? So I turned round to left with the new lads, like, you know, that I met. Next thing, this bloody great big hammer comes flying over my head, right? And it's a wall in front of me, lands in this barrel of water, like, you know. Of course, I shite myself, you know. Anyway. Can you remember when I told you when I jumped off the garage roof and I bumped my head? I could have had a lump on my head off that hammer like that, you know. But all the guys were looking at me like, so I thought, stuff it, you know. Bends over, picks up the hammer out of the barrel, flings it at him like, it only flies over the top of his head as he ducks down to pick up some screws, right? And only smashes the window on the car he was bloody working on, didn't he? You know. And then he said, right, you, out the door, like. I thought, oh, bloody hell, you know. But anyway. I once had a good job, you know. I once had to sit for bad luck security and stare at a skip for 4 hours, you know. It was raining as well, you know, yeah. Because they don't care bad luck, you know. Seemingly so, just seemingly, I might not be sitting here anymore, in the dust, like, you know. Because myself, are getting promoted with a brand new cabin, like, you know. I mean, I don't know when it's going to take place, but seemingly they think I'm worth it, like, you know. being Swifty like. Well, I ain't got much to say today, and the time is now getting on. Now I'll say I'll better be going quickly back home so you can switch off and I can go for another cup of rosy lee. So, quickly, shortly, a couple of lovely words from me to you. Now always remember, I am the mellow man. Be swift and keep it mellow.